power of purpose. Start with why. How great leaders inspire everyone to take action, inspirational leadership, regardless of size or industry. Great leaders know the reasons that they do whatever they do. They follow their passion and have a vision they can articulate. In the early 1900s, several Americans wanted to be the first person to fly an airplane. Samuel Pierpont Langley was an educated, well-connected Harvard math professor with wealthy friends and a $50,000 government grant. Wilbur and Orville Wright had no education, no high-end connections, and limited finances. On December 17, 1903, the Wright brothers made their dream come true. They started with their reason, why, their purpose, and inspired those around them. There are leaders and those who lead. Those who lead are more common, but real leaders motivate and inspire you. Why do you do? For example, merchandisers routinely drop their prices to entice potential customers. Once customers get accustomed to paying reduced prices, they don't want to pay the full price, which cuts profits. Some firms offer promotions instead of cutting prices, such as 2 for the price of 1, or buy X, get Y. Many ads and public service announcements use fear-based messages, such as the popular 1980S commercial featuring an egg being cracked into a hot skillet. This is your brain. The egg, this is your brain on drugs. The egg sizzling. Any questions? Fear is the most powerful manipulator. Peer pressure marketing preys on fear and emotion, as when a seller tries to convince you its product is best because celebrities or experts use it. Imagine if every organization started with why. Decisions would be simpler. Loyalties would be greater. Trust would be a common currency. What you do, not what you do, that's easy, not how you do it. That comes later. But why? Why do you wake up every morning and choose to fight the battles you fight? Why do you pour your energy into your work, your dreams, your ambitions? What is it that pulls you forward when everything else is pushing you down? Most people start with what? Few dare to ask why. But here's the truth. The difference between people who live a life of purpose and those who merely exist is this. They know their why. Your why is the heartbeat of everything you do. It's the reason you refuse to quit when others walk away. It's the fire that keeps burning when the world grows cold. Think about the people who inspire you most. The visionaries, the game changers, the leaders who leave a mark long after they're gone. They didn't start with a product. They didn't start with a strategy. They started with a cause. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't say, I have a plan. He said, I have a dream. That dream was his why. Steve Jobs didn't just want to build computers. He wanted to challenge the status quo. That purpose fueled the innovation that changed the world. So I ask you again, what is your why? Because when you find it, everything changes. Your work becomes more than a job. Your dreams become more than wishes. You stop chasing success and start attracting it. When your why is clear, your how will reveal itself. The world doesn't need more people going through the motions. The world needs people on fire for a purpose. People who refuse to settle for less. People who ask the hard questions, take the bold steps, and refuse to give up when the path gets rough. Maybe your why is to create, maybe it's to heal, maybe it's to lead, to teach, to serve. Whatever it is, find it, own it, live it. And when you do, something extraordinary happens. You stop being a passive observer and become an active participant in your own life. You move from success to significance, from existence to impact. So today, don't just ask what you do, ask why you do it. Why inspires action, not just information. In a world overflowing with information, facts alone are no longer enough to capture attention or drive meaningful action. What truly moves people is not just what you do, but why you do it. The most influential leaders, brands, and movements share one common principle. They start with why. This simple yet profound idea is the foundation for inspiring loyalty, fostering trust, and creating lasting impact. When you lead with purpose, you transcend the transactional nature of information and tap into the emotional core of human decision-making. Think about the brands you love most. Why do you choose one product over another even when the alternatives are cheaper or more convenient? It's because the brands you resonate with don't just sell you products. They sell you a belief, a vision, a story that aligns with your values. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. This is the secret behind the most successful companies and leaders in the world. Consider Apple, a brand synonymous with innovation and elegance. On the surface, Apple sells computers, phones, and other electronic devices. But their competitors sell the same things, often at lower prices. So, why does Apple command such fierce loyalty and enthusiasm? It's because Apple doesn't just market products, they market a cause. Their core belief is that they challenge the status quo and think differently. This philosophy resonates with millions who see themselves as forward-thinking and innovative. When people buy an Apple product, they aren't just buying technology, they're buying into a shared identity. The power of why isn't limited to business, it drives social movements and shapes history. Take Martin Luther King Jr., for example. He didn't mobilize millions of people by presenting a 10-point plan. Instead, he inspired action by sharing a dream, a vision of a world where people are judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. His famous "I Have a Dream" speech resonated because it touched on deep emotional truths and aspirations. People followed him not because of what he wanted to change, but because they believed in why he wanted to change it. So why does starting with why inspire action? The answer lies in the way our brains are wired. Human decision-making is not purely rational. The limbic brain, which governs emotions and behavior, responds powerfully to purpose and meaning. When you communicate your why, you speak directly to this emotional center. Facts and figures engage the rational mind, but a clear and compelling purpose speaks to the heart. This emotional connection is what drives loyalty and motivates people to take action. Take the example of two companies selling the same product, let's say a fitness tracker. Company A emphasizes technical specifications, heart rate monitoring, step counting, and battery life. Company B, however, starts with their why. They believe that everyone deserves to live a healthier, more fulfilling life. They tell stories of people transforming their lives through fitness. Both companies sell similar devices, but Company B connects on an emotional level. Customers are more likely to choose and remain loyal to the brand that reflects their values and aspirations. Leaders who inspire don't focus solely on what they do, they start by articulating why they do it. This approach fosters a sense of belonging and purpose. When people understand your why, they feel connected to something larger than themselves. This sense of purpose turns passive observers into active participants. Moreover, starting with why creates a ripple effect. When your message is rooted in a clear purpose, it becomes easier for others to share and spread. People are naturally drawn to ideas that resonate with their beliefs. This is why movements grow, brands thrive, and leaders leave a legacy. It's not because they have better products or more resources, but because they articulate a vision that inspires collective action. If you want to inspire action in your own life, whether in business, leadership, or personal relationships, start by identifying your why. What drives you? What cause do you believe in? When you communicate from this place of authenticity, you attract people who share your vision and values. Your why becomes a beacon that draws others to your mission. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Leading with your why allows you to transcend the noise of information and connect on a deeper emotional level. It turns passive audiences into passionate advocates and transforms ordinary transactions into meaningful relationships. If you want to inspire action and create lasting impact, always start with why.